we have discussed, but there's something I didn't understand. Does Satan have an access to heaven? Because from Job's story, I see Satan joining others when sons of God are coming. The devil is also coming. So, and when God is speaking to him, he's speaking as a friend. He talks well. Eh? Yeah, how are you? Where you come from? Naikiri Kizuri. Ulipita hapo kwa Nyaneti, umemwona amefungua duka. Like, have you considered my servant Job? Something like that. Does it mean that Satan has an access to heaven and can talk to God and even strike a deal? Yes, I have seen him, but you've given him too much. Now go on. Mguzaguza hivi kidogo. Haribu vitu zake kidogo. God and Satan striking a deal without Job's knowledge, because Job's. So is that true that Satan has an access to heaven?
What I know, you know, the book of Job, ukisoma, it shows it is the first book to be authored.
Even before Genesis?
Before Genesis, yes. It is the first one. So you can look at that time limit. Ukienda Revelation, it says, "Woe unto you, the inhabitants of the earth, because the devil has been cast down to you." Then here in the book of Job, umesema, it's saying that the devil was conversing with God, and it was more of a meeting, because it was not God alone. Kulikuwa na watu wengine hapo. So what I know, what I've read, it shows that the devil has accessibility to heaven, but some quarters. Not the entirety of heaven.
So
some quarters.
Kuna mahali anaweza fika staff room, anafika hapo kitchen, lakini kwa principle
it's out of bounds.
Okay.
Kuna mahali anafika. And again, the devil can access heaven, but he does not live there. He is not a resident.
Anafika anaambiwa
he is a visitor.
Saa yako ya kuteremka imefika. Pia tunaona wagonjwa kwa hospitali.
Yes.
Saa yako
your time is up. So that's what I know. He can access, but he cannot be a resident. He doesn't live in heaven because he was tabu atifisa. He doesn't have purpose.
Anakuanga na visiting.
He's a tourist. He can only tour. I don't know. Faith, I think what you have read.
Faith seems to know this story well.
From what I've read, you know, when the devil was sent out of heaven, the cosmic conflict we are talking about is slander against God, against his character, against his principles, against his government. And the devil had raised queries concerning the principles of his government. And by the time he was sent, he had lured a great number of angels. And it's not that all the angels who the angels, okay, of course, the angels who chose to side with the devil were sent away with him, but it doesn't mean that the remaining angels did not hear the accusations. So though they chose to be loyal to God, they had a second thought, because it was not very clear if the allegations could be true, could be hidden. You remember in the Garden of Eden where the woman started thinking, like, could it be that God is keeping some things, some knowledge from us? So that is what took place in the minds of the remaining angels.
Oh, there are some angels who remain there, but they are between.
But the seed of doubt had already been planted in their mind. And so, in fact, that's why the devil was not instantly destroyed. Because the seed that had been sown could again grow and erupt from elsewhere. So the devil is given a chance to bring to light the suggested principles of the government. Because the controversy we are talking about is on the principles of the government of God, and the enemy was suggesting other principles. Now amepewa nafasi ya uze sera yake. That is why you can even go elsewhere. The devil is referred to as the accuser of brethren. That is why I can go and say, you are saying Benjamin is a loyal son to you, but you know what? He did this and this and this. Meaning the law yenye umetupea, it is impractical. It cannot be kept. So that is why it's given a chance to prove if truly the principles of God are impossible, are unfair, and in fact, if they are are not for the best interest.
To prove the allegations.
Prove the accusations.
Okay.
So that is why he was given that chance. So that the remaining angels and the other beings in whom the seed of doubt had been planted could be clear to them how these principles could work were they to be adopted to the government of God. And it grew up to the time of crucifixion. But at the point of crucifixion, the way the devil treated the Son of God, it was very convincing and powerful. It was very clear how the suggested principles of the enemy could work were they to be adopted into the government of God. And now that it was clear, and every angel, the holy angels and other beings had proven or seen by themselves. Now, the case of the devil was officially sealed because it was now clear to everybody. Now, since his case was sealed, access of the devil to go to heaven to accuse people
was also sealed.
It was it was limited because we don't need information. Already, we have seen the outcome of your accusation. So it was now clear.
Huyu ni procurement officer wa kampuni. Amekuwa alleged kwamba ameiba pesa, amefanya makosa fulani. Na wengine wanasema hapana, hapo sawa. Amepewa compulsory leave, asinterfere na nini?
Na uchunguzi.
Na system.
Yes, na system asiguse sawa, asiguse sawa. Huyo sasa ni shetani ametupwa. Hii hawa wengine wenye wanasema hapana, hakugusa sawa, hakuiba, hakufanya nini? Waambiwe. Vitabu zinaletwa. Uchunguzi unaletwa mpaka wanakubali ya ukweli aliiba. Na akishagunduliwa kama ameiba atakubaliwa arudi kwa hiyo ofisi tena. Hapana, wewe ni jela, utaozea jela. I mean, even if he is there, amepewa limited access. Nafikiri hata kwetu hapa amepewa limited access. Hii rulership ni kidogo. So imebaki tu.
That's a time limit.
Ni ile hata sio jela sahi, ni ile kifungo sio ya maisha ya kifo.
Eternal destruction.
Eternal destruction ndio msubiri. This one should give us hope that since Yesu alifika kwa msalaba, akaprove kila kitu. Kwa walimwengu watu wakaona kumbe ilikuwa hivi. Even those beings who had doubt wakaona kumbe huyu ndiye mbaya, the devil. So hakuna doubt tena kwetu. Hakuna doubt kwa hizo beings. So one day Jesus is coming and the devil forever will be destroyed.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen.